Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Whispers of the Rose Queen. These stories are works of art that comes from the heart, so sit back, relax, and let your imaginations run wild. Now, let's begin with the story.
The water had turned from luxury into judgment. Ethan and Felicia were still trapped inside the sealed 12-foot fiberglass pool, their strength thinning with every passing minute. The air felt heavier now, like it carried the weight of every lie they had ever told. Felicia clung to the edge, her voice trembling. "We're gonna die in here." Ethan didn't answer, because for the first time he wasn't thinking about escape. He was thinking about truth. Then, a sound. A sharp click echoed through the enclosure. A small panel above them flickered to life. A speaker. And then, Athena's voice. Calm, clear, unshaken. I was wondering how long it would take. Ethan's head snapped upward. "Athena, open this. This isn't funny." "No," she replied evenly. "What you did wasn't funny." Felicia's voice broke into desperation. "We'll do anything. Just let us out." There was a pause, a deliberate silence. Then Athena spoke again. "You want out? Then tell the truth." The water lapped quietly as they stared at each other. No more smirks, no more schemes, just fear. "What truth?" Ethan asked, though he already knew. "All of it," Athena said. "Every lie, every betrayal, every theft, every secret you thought I'd never uncover." Felicia shook her head. "We don't have time for this." Athena's voice sharpened slightly. "You don't have time not to." And so it began. Ethan spoke first. Not smoothly this time, not cleverly. Broken. "I lied about the trips, all of them. Jamaica, Chicago, Miami. I was with her." He swallowed hard. "I used your money. I moved funds without your permission. I thought I deserved it." Felicia stared at him, stunned. "Don't leave anything out," Athena said. Felicia's turn came, unwilling but inevitable. "I knew he was married," she admitted, her voice cracking. "I didn't care. I helped him hide things, accounts, purchases. I even encouraged him to take more." The truth poured out like water over a broken dam. Fraud, forgery, financial manipulation, trespassing. Each word felt heavier than the last. Silence followed. Long, uncomfortable, final. Then, click. The fiberglass panels slowly began to rise. Air rushed in. Freedom. Finally. Ethan gasped, gripping the edge as he pulled himself out, collapsing onto the ground. Felicia followed, shaking, drenched, barely able to stand. They were alive. They made it. Until... Red and blue lights flooded the property. Police vehicles surrounded the house. Officers stepped forward. "Ethan Carter," one of them called. "You're under arrest." Ethan froze. "What?" Cold metal snapped around his wrists. Felicia backed away, panic rising again. No, wait. We told the truth. You said..." "I said you'd be released from the pool." Athena's voice came from behind them. They turned. She stood at the entrance of the house, composed as ever. "I never said you'd walk away free." The charges came swiftly. Not just trespassing, but everything Athena had uncovered, everything they confessed, everything they thought was buried. The trial was relentless. Truth has a way of standing firm when lies collapse. Ethan sat in court, no longer the confident man with smooth excuses. Every word he once spoke came back to dismantle him, and when the verdict came, it was final. Life in prison. Felicia's fate was different. 30 years of house arrest, no luxury, no escape, no illusions, just walls and time, a constant reminder of the line she chose to cross. Months later, the beach house stood peaceful again. No chaos, no deceit, only quiet restoration. Athena had kept it, but not for indulgence, for purpose. She rented it out only for special occasions, weddings, anniversaries, moments rooted in truth instead of illusion. One evening, she walked barefoot along the shoreline. The sand was cool beneath her feet. The ocean whispered gently. She looked down at her hand. The ring still sat there, a symbol, not of love anymore, but of memory. And then, she heard it, not out loud, but in her mind. Ethan's cruelest words from the past. "If it's not about money or power, throw the ring away." Miles away, behind cold steel bars, Ethan sat alone. Those same words echoed back to him, twisted now, heavy with regret. His breath hitched. And for the first time, he sobbed. Not for being caught, but for understanding. Too late. Back on the shore, Athena took a slow, steady breath. Then she slipped the ring from her finger, held it for just a moment longer, and let it fall. The ring disappeared beneath the water's surface, sinking quietly into the depths, just like everything that once held her captive. Moral lesson. Betrayal may feel powerful in the moment, but it builds builds its own prison. Lies don't just deceive others, they trap the ones who tell them. What is done in darkness will always find its way into the light. True freedom doesn't come from escaping consequences. It comes from choosing integrity before the fall. And sometimes, the greatest act of strength is not revenge, but releasing what no longer deserves to hold you.
That's the end of the story. Thank you, and kindly please leave a like, share, and subscribe.